Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another Epic 7 video for you guys today. And today we're going to be talking all about Summerbreak Charlotte. So Summerbreak Charlotte is the new limited summer unit that's actually out. You guys can actually pull for her for about another week and a half or so. And she does have a new limited artifact out as well. And the general consensus for her, honestly, I'm just going to tell you guys right away, is that she's not that great of a unit. Honestly, she's not really used in PvE at all, and in PvP, more so than being a strong unit, she's kind of a more fun unit. Yes, in some games you can have a lot of fun with her, and she'll be very strong if you guys can pick her into the right drafts, into World Arena, or RTA, or even in Guild Wars offense. But just in general, she just seems like a meh limited unit compared to the other limited units that have come out. I'm not going to really go over her skills really, but basically she just really relies on her S2 to give her a lot of dual attacks, and she just seems like a worse version of her regular unit, her Fire Charlotte version. But her artifact is very good, so I definitely recommend getting this artifact, guys. It's basically Draco Plate for Knights. This is very good on her, and will probably be very good on Knights that come out in the future that are going to be more damage oriented. But if you guys do want to decide to pull for, usually I recommend pulling for every single limited unit in the game, because otherwise you're going to have to wait another year or even 2 years if they don't rerun the following year to get them again. So you definitely do want to pull for all the limited units in the game. But for the most part, I think this unit you might want to skip, because we have Full Metal Alchemist Collab coming out. We also have the Tensura or Slime Collab coming out afterwards, right? So you have a lot of things you want to pull for. So you might want to actually skip this limited unit, but you always run the risk of missing out on this unit if she gets buffed in the near future. But honestly, in her current state, she just seems whatever. I'm not going to put her on like any premium gear or anything like that for sure. But in case you guys were wondering what types of stats you guys want to run on her, so basically you're going to want to run her on a lifesteal set for sure. It just makes it so that whenever she gets pulled for a dual attack from her S2 passive, you're actually going to be able to heal as well. You're also going to want to run her on immunity. Now, she doesn't have any built-in cleansing for herself, so immunity does seem like the best second choice, especially because you're not going to really want to build her too fast, because you're not going to really rely on her to do damage on her own turn. Because if you look at her S1, you're going to see that when you activate your S1 through a dual attack, it turns into an AoE attack, so you're doing pretty much 4 times the damage because you're hitting 4 units instead of 1. And also you won't trigger counterattacks and also CR push yourself. So yes, you definitely want to be using this only through dual attacks. Basically, it is just way more value. The only time you're actually going to want to take a turn on her is when you have enough souls to actually just soul burn this and make it an AoE attack. So yeah, you're not going to really build her on too high speed. You're basically just going to build her on as low speed as you can. Ideally something around like, even like 110 speed, like whatever her base minimum speed is, and then everything else into bulkiness and damage will be fine, because you're just relying on like Adventure Rosses or, ML Lilius or Conquer Lilius to actually bring her in for attacks. So definitely build her on lower speed, guys, more so than mine. Mine's on a pretty high speed build. Build her just like a Rem. You're going to build her on pretty high HP and defense. About 3k attack is fine. You're going to want 100% crit chance, which is very easy to hit if you just, mobile her S2, because it gives her passive crit chance. Her awakenings also give her crit chance, and then the rest into crit damage. I think crit damage is the most important damage stat on her, just because her base attack's pretty low, so you won't get that much value out of her just building attack percent on her. So yeah, this is the gear I'm running on her. Nothing too crazy. This is like some of my better lifesteal gear, but it's not my best. I think Summerbreak Charlotte, you're not going to really want to put on your best gear, just because she is not going to be a unit that you're going to be able to pick super often. I think the only situations where you'll be able to pick her, especially in World Arena, I'm primarily talking about World Arena, is going to be when you have Conquer Lilius and Adventure Ross. You definitely need both in the draft to actually pick her. And even then you have to be careful, because she can get one-shot or pretty much one-shot by units like Rimuru. You can also get really screwed over by Landies, because Landies will pretty much lap you all the time. Also can get cleaved pretty easily with this unit. Also get shut down by units such as Rowana, right? So Rowana's S2 you guys probably already know. Let me just show you guys real quick. It's just the dual attacks literally highlighted in the white text over the gray text. Dual attacks get really screws over Summerbreak Charlotte. And if you're running a Summerbreak Charlotte team, right, most likely you're running all support units around her, you're never going to be able to kill that Rowana. So Rowana is just going to hard counter you. Violets do very well. Even though you don't trigger Violet's counter, you'll never be able to kill Violet. Just any Earth unit really screws you over. And yeah, it just seems like it's going to be very, very hard to use her. I think you can use her in Guild Wars offense, right? You can just bring her with like an A-Ros and Conquer Lilius. But honestly, you know, every unit in the game can be used for Guild Wars. You just have to attack the right towers. So that's why it's hard to justify, you know, pulling a unit that's only good in Guild Wars from what I see in offense. So yeah, definitely you want to consider pulling for her. But, you know, I'm going to try testing her out. Try really hard to make her work. You know, obviously I have not invested too much into her. But yeah, we'll plan to Mologora her out, I guess. I think she is subject to a buff. Usually, if there are bad limiteds in the game, Smilegate really likes to prioritize them for buffs. Pretty much every single limited that's been bad in the game has gotten buffed. Even the really bad ones still, like Holiday Euphine, even though she's really bad still, she's gotten buffed twice. So, you know, obviously they like to make limiteds worth it for players, otherwise players will always complain. But yeah, Summerbreak Charlotte, you know, nothing too special. I think if you're looking for a fun time in PvP though, she's definitely worth it. A lot of people ask me, is she good in PvE? Guys, the answer is no. Very bad in PvE. Maybe you can use, I mean, no, there's no way. Because, yeah, just not worth it. I could just keep going on about her problems, but, you know, I think this unit is definitely really weird to use. I tried her out one game with this jank-ass, no Bolagora, no skill enhanced, you know, stuff. But it seems whatever. If you just look at her S3, right, like it's like a single target attack that, you know, has that stun, which is okay, I guess. It's like a S10A S3 if you think about it that way. Increases speed of your allies, which is very nice. But the weird thing is this damage will increase proportional to the target's lost HP. So I think they might have had this do proportional to the target's max HP, but then they realized, you know, it's a something, we don't want another Hwayoung, right? So they decided to do lost HP, but if you think about it, it's really weird because you're basically going to be saving your S3 forever. And then if you look at her S2, you're going to see that when you have full fighting spirit, you'll actually cleanse yourself, get that attack buff, and have that skill cooldown reset. But like most of the time, you're saving your S3 anyways. You're not going to really get full value. I guess you're just going to want to use it right before her S2 procs, but it's just weird to use. The S3 damage isn't that high either, so yeah, definitely expect buffs. Yeah, just to sum it up though, easy. There's a lot of reasons why you should skip this. I think if you are hurting on bookmarks, definitely do want to skip this, just because we have a lot of collabs coming, like FMA collab, Full Metal Alchemist collab. Like usually collab units are always broken, so you're definitely gonna want to save. And from the slime collab, we have Rimuru, right? So Rimuru, very powerful unit in PvP. Although he's a bit weaker than before, still very strong. Very different builds you can run on him. So I definitely recommend, you know, saving your bookmarks. Like if you have a lot of bookmarks saved up though, be my guest and pull for her. I definitely think she will get buffed, but even though she gets buffed, will she be stronger or at least like usable in PvP? It's hard to say because, you know, if you look at other limited units, they get buffed sometimes and they're still unusable. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you guys are looking for how to build her and what I think about her, test her out a bit. Doesn't seem that great, but you know, if you guys want to pull for her or she's your waifu, then be my guest. You know, you should be pulling for units you want. You know, don't really worry too much about the meta. If you miss out on the collab units, it's fine. You could always swipe with your credit card, use your credit card, and I guess get more bookmarks that way. But yeah, that being said, you know, hope you guys found this video interesting, helpful, and if you guys decided to pull for her or were wondering if you guys should pull for her. Before we end the video though, guys, if you guys aren't already subscribed to my YouTube channel and you guys want to see updates when I start streaming, we've been playing a lot of World Arena lately. Make sure you guys actually subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also make sure you guys follow me on Twitch because I do plan to start streaming on Twitch soon. So I hope to see you guys in one of my live streams in the near future. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.